Hi, I'm here with Jerry Winchester, friend of Icarus. You know, this is a fun question, but what exactly does that mean to be a friend of Icarus?
Well, I met the folks over the last several years, and I work with Andreas, the project director, so I'm very interested in what they're doing from many perspectives, personal and also the scientific. And now I'm a friend of Icarus and supporting what they do.
So tell us about your background that brought you into this type of project.
Currently I'm an architect, but I have a strong background in neurolinguistic programming, which is the study of human beings and how they become and do what they do. And that led me to really studying physics, and then eventually physics led to working in the areas of neural systems, and that got me involved some with the space and the physics part of it as well, so with Andreas.
Nice. So that's a really interesting background that you're bringing to this type of team. Very different from everyone else that we've spoken with thus far.
Yeah.
What kind of intellectual value do you see coming from a project like Project Icarus?
Oh, infinite, really. The study, anytime man endeavors to, find the answers to questions or things that they don't know, I think we bring more to the table than we ever really would imagine. And I see really incredible advances for us. Once we set our vision on something, or we set a statement to do something, then, we go there. I mean, did man go to the moon first, or did he think of it first? He thought of it first, and then he did it, so.
Yeah. What do you think that the business world could do to support this kind of volunteer effort?
Well, first of all, I think get involved.
Yeah.
To have some basis of beginning to know what we're doing, what Icarus is doing, the challenges that they face, and then also to support the organization and with the kinds of things that they need to make the difference.
Yeah. Exactly, I agree with you.
That's, money is one way, but there's also just, like my being here, moral support, supporting them in what they're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
definitely. And, people can actually get involved by going to the website and sending in emails or subscribing to the newsletter, things like that. So there's definitely a lot of things that seems like going on trying to get people involved in this type of project.
Exactly. It's a very important part of I think, what we Friends of Icarus bring to the table is saying there's a lot of people out there with interest.
Yeah.
And, the stars are there, and we all look at them every day. So, what's our curiosity level? Some people aren't very curious, but for a lot of us, we're always curious.
I know, right?
Yeah.
What kind of emerging technologies do you see coming out of, a project like Project Daedalus or something like Project Icarus?
Well, certainly the obvious ones, the propulsion systems and the things that everybody's most interested in. But I think beyond that, there's huge opportunities in communication systems, electronics. Even one of the side things that Andreas and I are working on is a new analog chip that actually is inherently radiation hardened, which means that it's a computer system that won't have to be protected when it goes into space anymore. And those are the kinds of things that I think will come out of this type of endeavor, because we're bringing all of that new knowledge base and sort of bringing the things that may or may not have really had enough, something to do with space travel, but we're bringing those in now.
And then some of the things that you guys are working on can also then go back into the regular economy as well, right?
Absolutely. We wouldn't be where we were today if it wasn't for the space program. We all know that. The computers, the phones, all of the things that we enjoy today.
All those fun things.
We wouldn't have those if it wasn't for the space program. So,
do you think the aspirations of interstellar space travel are really worth, pursuing right now? Do you think it's something that's viable, or do you think it's really something that's, in the future, really not going to happen in our lifetime?
I'm absolutely personally committed to seeing it go as far as it can in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so. I think, the advancements of the last 50 years were really started 50 years ago. And when you look
that's true, right? With Daedalus.
Yeah, and I mean, since the transistor, for instance, which was developed in 1948, we really haven't had a major new scientific, like, holy cow, this is going to change everything breakthrough.
Yeah.
And I think those kinds of breakthroughs only occur when there's that kind of effort brought to one sort of place and people really go, well, let's try to do this.
Yeah.
So I do think that we're due. We're due for that.
We are due for something like that.
And we're due for that kind of breakthrough. We're due for those scientific, really, holy cow, this is going to change everything. And I think it's going to happen as a result of this kind of endeavor. Yeah.
Definitely with Project Icarus, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for talking with us today.
You're very
Icarus
welcome.
is lucky to have a friend like you around. And, hopefully they can recruit a few more.
That's right.
So anyway, thanks for talking
Thank
with
you.
us, and
Okay.
enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you much. Yes.